What's going on, guys? To Less Credit here, another podcast, and today we're going to be talking about the unexpected but expected news regarding Colin Trevorrow's exiting of Star Wars Episode 9. It seems that Colin Trevorrow and Lucasfilm and Disney just cannot be on this movie creatively, and apparently it has been hell between them. I have never been totally on board with Colin Trevorrow directing Episode 9, but I know Miller board with it. So what do you think of this news?
I'm pretty disappointed because I wanted to see Colin Trevorrow do this movie well and prove everyone wrong. Now we won't get that, and everyone just gets to whining and complaining their way here.
So, and who would you like to see replace him?
George Lucas.
George, being completely serious.
I want to see George Lucas direct this fucker.
I would be down with that. But he's got to be on a leash.
He'll be on a leash.
I mean, yeah.
All these filmmakers have been on a leash.
Some of them have been hung by their leashes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really sad because this is the third firing. I mean, Gareth Edwards was kind of fired because they just got Tony Gilroy to come in for the reshoots.
He wasn't fired. He played ball. He wasn't. I wouldn't say the firing.
Well, I mean, that's why I was kind of trying to. I mean, he was just kind of like, he just stepped aside more so.
His name's still on the, he's still listed as a director, so I wouldn't call that fired.
Yeah, more so stepped aside to let Tony Gilroy do the reshoots, and then Lord and Miller happened, and then Colin Trevorrow happened. Darren, what do you think of this news, and who would you like to see direct Episode 9 now?
I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. I am with Miller, and me and Miller are the two people on the earth. I'm tired of all the shit that Rian Johnson was fucking getting.
Colin Trevorrow.
Whatever.
Colin Trevorrow. Why does everyone keep mistaking him with Rian Johnson?
Did I say Ryan Johnson?
Yeah, you said Rian Johnson.
Because he's the other Star Wars guy. But I'm tired of all the shit Colin Trevorrow was getting. I like Jurassic World. Saving Not Guaranteed is a pretty good film. Book of Henry, though it fucked me up royally, I still enjoyed it. It was a very dark Amblin film, and I wanted to see what Colin Trevorrow would have done with this franchise, and also, but just sticking with the Colin Trevorrow thing, I would have liked to see what he would do this franchise, how he would close it out, because I think he would have, I would like to see, because the third chapter could have just been something a little bit more fun. Yes, you have to wrap some stuff up, but it's just, I think the third chapter, just kind of similar to Return of the Jedi, could have just been something a little bit more fun and breezy, and I think he can capture that.
See, I don't want that though. I don't want Episode 9 to be Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I'm not saying it has to be, but they were going for, because they seem to be kind of be going for hitting those beats. Just from, at least from the marketing, what we saw from Last Jedi, like that's going to be the darker one, and so if they're going in that direction. But I would have liked to see him do that. And he can also, even if it was going to be a darker film, he can capture a darker tone. So I just would have liked to see him finish this through. And also just going over to the Lucasfilm thing. Lucasfilm, and who I would like to see take over Lucasfilm, like Mike Ryan, he pointed out, since Disney bought Lucasfilm, there are now more former Star Wars directors than Star Wars directors. And it just goes back to the point with all of these studios, DC, Marvel, I don't care. Sit fucking people and talk to them about what the fuck you want to do with with your franchises. Colin Trevorrow was on this movie since 2015.
Yeah.
Like, talk to them about it. Really,
I really want to know. I think I want to know more with what happened with this than I do with Lord and Miller.
Yeah, it's just like, just get an idea, try to really gel with that and move forward. Because I don't think this was because of Book of Henry, because Lucasfilm would have had to, I think because of how Book of Henry was filmed, Lucasfilm would have had to see that movie. Before they screened it. They had a screening for it. So it's nothing to do with Book of Henry. It's just like, just talk to your directors and your creatives and really be in the right line and be in the right set. before, you know, I mean, look, I'm glad it's not a George, it's not a Miller and Lord and Miller thing.
Yeah, I mean, at least they didn't put us away in production.
Pre-production's been going on, and January wasn't. They were supposed to start shooting in January.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just
they got to get a director quick.
Yeah, and just speaking to that, to the director.
I wonder, are they going to scrap his script too?
They're probably just going to rewrite it. I mean, he might not. I guess he might not get a writing credit, but we'll see, because
might get a story credit.
Yeah, because they completely scrapped Michael Arndt's for episode 7. So, but just speaking, I do agree with Miller. I think that'd be really fun if George Lucas came back. Yes, just put him on a leash. But I think that'd be kind of cool if George Lucas closed out this next trilogy. I think that'd be. I want to see what else George Lucas can do with this Star Wars franchise, especially with the technology he has now. And also, it would just be fun. You know, that'd be really fun. It's the 40th. What is this? The 40th anniversary of Star Wars. Yeah. So
the 40th anniversary of Star Wars is this year.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I mean, just going past that, I think that'd be kind of fun. Like, you know, in the 42nd year or whatever, he's directing. You know, he's closing out the next chapter of this thing he created. So I think that'd be cool. And also, I guess the logical choice, and I think what they're gathering all the money they have right now. They're going to go talk to Rian Johnson to be like, hey,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You want to finish this thing out for us, please? So, I mean, I guess they're definitely going to be talking to Rian Johnson. I think on top of everyone's list. And I don't really want to say anybody else, because I think everybody else is just an obvious choice. But yeah,
I think everyone else is an obvious choice.
Not everyone else, but I think it's just, you know, just who made.
All I fucking see is people saying Denise Villeneuve. Like, oh my god!
I heard someone say Patty Jenkins. I heard someone say.
Yeah, I heard that too. I can't see that at all.
I can see that. It's just like,
I can't see that.
I mean, the only thing that bugs me about it is
I saw someone say Ava DuVernay too. I can't see that either.
Well, I mean, she helped JJ up with episode 7, but
she did Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I also think Wrinkle in Time doesn't look good. So.
But wait, what was I going to say? No, but yeah, it's just sure, I'm trained about. Sorry, but
get your shit together, Darren.
Well, a lot of people just interrupted me, fucker. But anyway, yeah, Patty Jenkins. That I think that'd be kind of fun. I mean, but the same thing with that is just like she just made a good movie, so it's just like anybody who just made a good movie, line up. So
I saw someone say Barry Jenkins. That could be interesting.
Yeah, but I don't like any of that.
Who the fuck is Barry Jenkins?
He directed Moonlight.
Yeah.
Okay. So Will, what do you think of this, and who would you like to see direct episode 9?
Well, like Darren brought up about sitting down and talking to these directors and making sure that everybody's on the same page. I mean, this is just me, and you know, I could be completely wrong, but isn't that what you do during the hiring stages? Like,
exactly.
Is there not an interview for these people? Do they just say,
happened,
he's interested? Yeah, get him.
I think what happened...
You would think Kathleen Kennedy and whoever else is involved would sit down and interview these directors and go through 4 or 5 of them and say, yeah, I like your ideas. We're on the same page. Let's move forward.
And I think that happened. I think that happened.
They cited creative differences.
But I think other stuff happened, and I maybe Kathleen Kennedy just can't make her mind up because they had a script for episode 9, and then they announced about a month ago that they were getting that guy to rewrite it. I can't remember what his name was, but they announced that they were doing rewrites on it. And I think maybe Kathleen Kennedy just can't make up her mind or something, and that must have been where the problems came in.
If that's true, then she needs to be fired. Because apparently she's obviously fucking horrible at her job.
And I think that is our problem here is Kennedy. I think Kathleen Kennedy just can't really lead this charge. And
from everything that we've heard, I think that Lord and Miller were wanting to make Han Solo much more of a comedy than it really should have been. Like, just from the stuff that I've read, I feel like their movie wouldn't have really fit within the franchise. So getting rid of them was probably a good idea. But at the same time, Did you not know that was the direction they wanted to take before you got 3/4 of the way fucking through the movie? Like, this just comes down to the central planner is a fucking moron. I feel like that's what this is coming down to. You know, whether that's Kathleen Kennedy, somebody under her, or I don't know what's going on, but somebody here is crossing signals. And, like, the same thing's happening over at Warner Brothers with the DCEU. They can't decide where they want the franchise to go, let alone each individual film. So with every film you have a drastic fucking course correction, and it's like, what are you doing? Get your fucking shit together.
I think I never liked Colin Trevorrow from the beginning. I think Jurassic World is in between bad and okay, but
Jurassic World could have been a good movie. I don't think that it's really all Colin Trevorrow's fault why it was disappointing. I won't even go to say that it's bad, but it was definitely disappointing. I think it relied too much on fan service. It tried to have too many callbacks to the original Jurassic Park. It was too full of nostalgia, and it felt a lot more like a reboot than a 4. And I think all those things together made for that to be a less than stellar movie, but I thought he did a good job of it. I mean, it looked good. Most of the actors were good. You know, I don't fault Colin Trevorrow for the lackluster reception that Jurassic World got. And Safety Not Guaranteed is fucking fantastic.
I didn't even know you
A
did
lot of
that,
people
but,
forget that, apparently.
Yeah, they're like, he hasn't made a good movie. Well, yeah, if you count every movie after... If you don't count his movies from Jurassic World, or after
Jurassic World.
You guys give Adam Wingard shit. You know, that's a topic for another day. Let's keep on talking about this.
It's just that Colin Trevorrow, I don't necessarily think he's a bad director. It's more that when I watch Jurassic World, although it's not really a bad movie, I don't think I want that guy to direct a Star Wars movie.
But are you basing your opinion only on Jurassic World?
Yeah, but like in none of the directors they've gotten, except for J.J. Abrams, I would be like, hey, I want that guy to direct a Star Wars movie.
Ryan Johnson. I would say Ryan. Ryan Johnson.
After seeing Looper, I wasn't like. I mean, just me personally. I mean, I know what you think. Just me personally. I just don't like. After watching Looper, I wasn't just like that guy should direct a Star Wars movie. After watching Godzilla, I wasn't like that guy should direct a Star Wars movie. It's just that's.
I like Looper though. Looper was a good movie.
Looper is fantastic, but I'm just saying Looper is amazing.
Darren's saying he sees it, he just didn't see it before.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't sitting down after Looper like, man, what if that guy directed a Star Wars movie?
But I mean, no, I have not seen any of Colin Trevorrow's other movies. I'm just saying, when I watched Jurassic World, I was not like, I want to see him direct a Star Wars.
But Jurassic World is a flawed movie. You really should get to know his other work better, especially Safety Not Guaranteed. Like, you really should watch that movie.
Yeah, I want to watch that movie. I don't have any way to watch it right now. But I am not happy and I am not sad about his firing or splitting, whatever. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I'm not
one way or the other about Colin Trevorrow either, but this doesn't look good for Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good for the franchise as a whole because, much like Warner Brothers, seem to really not have their shit together.
Just, Lucasfilm, please get your shit together.
Yeah, you're turning into the new DCU, Lucas.
I mean, maybe she's just like, I guess we need to just purge it out for.
Well,
but like, I just don't understand. It's like they went into this saying we're gonna hire hot directors, and we're just gonna hire them because they're hot right now. Like, you know, Lord and Miller are great. Gareth Edwards came off of Godzilla. Colin Trevorrow just directed. Like, they never really
I feel like honestly, I feel like Kathleen Kennedy honestly said, bring me the directors of the 5 latest blockbusters in 2015. And that's what they did, and she never sat down with them and said, so where do you see this movie going? Or what are your for this? Or what's the Star Wars movie you'd like to make? And those are important fucking questions.
Or even if she did do that, I think even if she did that, they had a wait and see attitude. Just like, we might have different opinions, but come to an understanding at the end of this. It's just like, no.
But I think George Lucas, I think for Episode 9, I think now that I think about it, he's probably a choice. Star Wars Episode 4 is my favorite Star Wars movie.
George Lucas will never do it. George Lucas will never do it.
I don't think he
George Lucas tried to play ball. George Lucas tried to play ball with Disney, and they showed him the door. And after that, he completely washed his hands of Star Wars. There is zero probability of George Lucas directing this movie.
Yeah, it'd still be cool. And then other than that, I think I doubt it'll happen. But J.J. Abrams, that'd be nice for him to cap off the trilogy or whatever. And then Rian Johnson would of course be great. And J.A. Bayona was someone that I always thought.
He's directing Jurassic World.
Yeah, ironically.
Who's you know who's producing that movie?
Colin Trevorrow?
No, Rob Marshall's wife.
Kathleen Kennedy's husband?
Yeah.
That's funny. But anyways, guys, what do you think of Colin Trevorrow exiting Star Wars 9? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and check out all of our other videos and subscribe. Check out our Twitter at @TillTheLastCredit and check out our website, TillTheLastCredit.com. Until next time, this is Till the Last Credit signing off.